So more partying and more drinking goes on in the industry and more drugs. And Cassie claims that Diddy beat her and lashed out in his emotions on her, physically abused in multiple occasions, verbally and physically abused her, mentally abused her. This is why Diddy had to settle the lawsuit case with Cassie in one day. This is what happened when a man's around feminine energy all day. Diddy starts to lash out on Cassie and sexually forces her to do sexual acts with sex workers. It's a sex trafficking case, especially because Diddy is a billionaire. This is a sex trafficking case with all the drugs abuse that Cassie went through. This is a sex trafficking case. These women are flew out all the time, not just Cassie, married women, IG models, OnlyFans, strippers. These women are flew out all the time from hotel to hotel by men. And this was happening in the early 2000s. Diddy paid for everything, all her living expenses, apartment, cars, everything. At the time, Diddy had full access to Cassie's entire life. She explains Diddy would physically abuse her and verbally abuse her and give her drugs like ecstasy. And Cassie would do anything that Diddy asked her to do. She did leave the relationship and moved on to Kid Cudi, but Kid Cudi's car was blew up, and Cassie says that Diddy did it allegedly. Cassie does go back to Diddy, and this happened from 2005 all the way up to 2023. Multiple occasions, Cassie claims that Diddy raped her and physically abused her back in her apartment. The amount of drugs and partying and sexual acts that happen in the industry is unbelievable. They're just going after Diddy because Diddy is a billionaire, and they're going after Diddy because this is a billionaire industry with sex trafficking and sex workers, and it's a big thing for the feds. Minority women get flew out and get paid money all the time through bank wire, cash app to perform nothing but sexual acts, sex trafficking, drugs, drinking, and partying. These IG models, OnlyFans models, and strippers and minority women are making millions because of simping and some husband are making millions because of the industry. And minority women work for sex in the industry. We have OnlyFans, Pornhub, and they're getting paid $20K, $30K, or more to get paid to be sex workers. This was happening on the internet, IG, OnlyFans, and Marine Society in 2024. Celebrities have full access to strippers, IG models, and OnlyFans models all the time. It's a normal thing in the industry for minority women to do anything to make millions because of simping and simp husbands. And minority women are targeting after men. They're being flew out all the time on the internet, IG, OnlyFans, and Marine Society to have sex and be sex workers for $20K and $30K. This happens all the time in the industry. As alpha males, they're finished job. Gang.
Cassie has reacted to Diddy's homes being raided. 2 properties belong by federal agents as part of an ongoing trafficking investigation. Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami were searched by Homeland Security investigations agents and other law enforcement officers on March 25th. Diddy has been accused of sexual assault and trafficking in multiple civil lawsuits in the past few months. They include a suit brought in November by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, accusing him of years of physical abuse. Cassie brought the case in Manhattan under a New York law, allowing alleged victims of sexual abuse to file civil suits after the statute of limitations. Diddy denied the allegations. The suit was settled in just 1 day after the pair came to an out-of-court agreement. After the news of Diddy's homes being raided went viral, Cassie has seemed to have shared her reaction to it. Cassie seemed to have thrown shade on Diddy by commenting on a quote which was posted on Instagram that said, "I am confident that, in the end, common sense and justice will prevail. I'm an optimist, brought up on the belief that if you wait to the end of the story, you get to see the good people live happily ever after." Cassie commented underneath this quote on March 25th, the day Diddy's home was raided, saying, "Amen." Fans on social media are commenting on this situation. One fan said, "Cassie must be so happy. The man who treated her like trash is finally over and justice has been served. It must make her feel better to know that Diddy's life is ruined." Another fan said, "I know I'm gonna get groaned for this, but this was definitely about money. But there is no doubt in my mind that Diddy is guilty of everything she accused him of. This wasn't a copyright infringement lawsuit. He was accused of some heinous things, and the fact that she settled is very telling. I'm just not buying this narrative that this was all about justice for women and empowering women, especially when she's married to a fitness trainer with 2 kids. Once Cassie decided to part ways with that man, she should have taken legal action against him, not 5 years later." And finally, one more fan said, "The only thing Cassie was ever going to get from a lawsuit was money. Jail is not on the table for a lawsuit. The only reason she was able to file this lawsuit in 2023 is because the state of NY had a new law signed last year that for the next year, assault victims who could no longer pursue criminal cases would be allowed to file lawsuits against their abusers. Once she got away from him and got herself together a bit, she might have looked into trying to get justice against him and was told it was a no-go. The Adult Survivor Act gave her the green light." For this video's comment question, do you think Diddy is guilty? Before you go, Cassie has reacted to
up. Is Cassie secretly working with the feds to lock Diddy up even after she settled that $30 million lawsuit? Chill, y'all might want to get a chair for this one, because word on the street is Cassie is not done with Diddy, and she's actively working with the authorities to gather more evidence against him. The crazy thing is, her lawyer literally came out himself and confirmed this when he revealed that they're in the process of submitting a huge load of incriminating evidence that they have against Diddy to the feds, including all those freak-out videos he recorded of Cassie and all the people he SA'd. Diddy really thought him settling that lawsuit was gonna silence Cassie, but she obviously had more tricks up her sleeve and she is not playing with him at all. Okay, so as most of y'all already know by now, Diddy has been a trending topic on social media these past couple days after the feds pulled up to his house with no notice and raided the whole place. They ransacked the entire property for potential evidence and arrested every single person on the property, including his sons Christian and Justin. In the footage leaked from the raid, Christian and Justin looked very scared as they were handcuffed and interrogated by the feds. The police could also be seen carrying out several boxes which contained loads of evidence as well as electronics. According to the police, this is just first of many raids they're going to be making on Diddy's properties because they believe he's hiding some very valuable information that can finally help throw him in jail. In fact, most people don't know this, but it was actually 2 of his homes that got raided. According to CNN, law enforcement could be seen Monday at 2 of Combs' homes, one in the Miami area and one in Los Angeles. Once the news of the raid started going viral, TMZ started tracking Diddy, and they spotted him at the Miami airport waiting for his jet to be prepared so he could run away from the US. He was pacing around relentlessly, and he looked miserable and scared. They reported that his Love Air LLC jet was currently on the ground in Antigua, which is down in the Caribbean. The plane is currently grounded there, although the flight data has yet to update and register him as officially landed. In any case, it's definitely Diddy's jet, no question. Chill, a lot of people are actually shocked because they didn't expect Diddy to just take off like that, especially since his kids were detained at the time. Somebody said, damn, Diddy left his children to eat them charges like he did Shine. Another person said, there's no way Diddy couldn't smell this coming. On the day the feds just so happened to raid both homes, he suddenly isn't around? No. That man knew they were coming and he left his children out to dry. Pure evil. As if things couldn't get no messier, Cassie and her lawyers decided to step into the chat once again and reveal that they've been working with the feds for a little minute now, gathering up incriminating evidence against Diddy that they plan to continue to do until he gets locked up and justice is served. Hold up, is Cassie secretly working with the feds to lock Diddy up even after she settled that $30 million lawsuit?